Hello. It is August 19th, 2017. I've tried making this video like maybe a million times, and I've also haven't made a video in like a million days. So, yeah. That's because I've been a busy man, but no excuses. I've still been working on the game, but just haven't been able to make a video. So, you might be wondering where I am right now and why I can't go back. So I finished the fire area, the fire zone. It's all done. I never want to go back there ever again. Hurts my eyes. Uh, it doesn't. It doesn't actually. But still, don't want to go back there ever again. Although I do need to add some Easter egg in there. Spoilers. But what I did after that was I went to the main forest town again. The first place you go into after the tutorial in the beginning. And I added some characters, added some houses, added some stuff, some dialogue. You could talk to people. It's fun. And then I started working on the final zone of the game. This is the third part of the game, which is the last part as well. And it's poisoned. It's poison. That's what the biome is. And yeah. Anyway, this is where the final boss is gonna be. The final boss is going to be located somewhere around this area, and I also went and changed all of the not tombstones, all of the inscription stones, I guess you'd call them, on the you know how at the end of I don't know if I showed you this room. I don't know if I showed any of these rooms. I think I did actually. Yeah. The at the like right before the boss of both dungeons, I have a room dedicated to the story. So it has inscriptions on it and stuff. And before it was like going through a just some random guy, like I don't know, just some random guy like writing things down. But now it's much different. The story's like completely changed. It's incredible. I really like it a lot. I'm probably gonna keep this one. I changed the story like 5 times throughout the year, so I think this one's it. I'm keeping this one. And so that's done. And now at this point in this story, you can piece a lot of things together. You pretty much know what's going on, and you know what the world is, and then you come here and everyone knows exactly what's going on. They'll tell you things to piece the final things together if you couldn't already, which you honestly like shouldn't be able to figure out the entire story at this point until you talk to these people at least. And they give you some good information. And yeah, so the story's really fleshed out now. I'm not going up here. I kind of want to tease it, but nah, I'll post something on the Twitter maybe. Yeah, anyway, I will show you this though. So what I've been doing this past week, I want to say, is this big maze, absolutely gigantic maze, and we're in it right now. So like right off the bat, you have 4 different places or 3 different places you could go, but the way this map over here works out is that it's like a I guess a C shape. So I could like go up here if I wanted to and go right after that. I'm not gonna show it because there's people up there I don't want you to see. And it's like a C, alright, with like a little thing going through it. And if I were to go to the top part of this, so like at the top of the map, it's hard explaining because I can't show you. At the top of the map there's another thing like this that leads to the second half of the maze. So right up here, like if I were to walk north, there would be a bunch of trees blocking the other side of the maze. So it's one giant map, but it's separated into 2 parts. Anyway, I put a lot of stuff in here, like a ton of stuff is here. I'm gonna go find a place where I could just go talk for a minute, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've been walking around the maze. I found a good path where there's no spoilers. But yeah, this maze is pretty big. What I did was I went and put, so usually when you do mazes, or at least when I do mazes, I just get like really, really damn bored with them. Like, I spend all this time going through this long, convoluted path, and then I reach a dead end, and it's like, you have to turn back now. It's too bad. Like, tough luck. So what I did was I put a lot of characters in dead ends specifically, and just along the way. So you won't get bored, hopefully, or maybe if it'll feel like you're being rewarded for actually finding this dead end. So over here is a dead end. I guess I'll show this thing that's here. It's no big deal, but yeah. So for example, like I just took this path and like ended up at a dead end, and then I see this. I'm like, what is this? And I'm curious about it. Like, I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna say right now. I don't know what this is. I just drew it and I was like, yeah, I'll put it in the game, whatever. Everyone in this place so far in the maze, I mean, does not have dialogue. There's like maybe one person, two, who have dialogue, and so I'm still working on that. That's the goal for today. But yeah, the goal is to finish dialogue in the main town and in the maze in the next couple days, so I could start working on the second puzzle. Or I guess I forgot to explain this actually. My bad. The way I'm working the poison area now is that I'm gonna stick down here because I don't want everyone to see a lot of the maze and know where dead ends are. Anyway, the way the maze is working out is that once you find, you know how there's an end zone in the maze. Every time you find the end, and that's it, you win. Instead of an end, it's more of a there's gonna be a slightly bigger open space, and I'll put some kind of gem in there, like a switch gem, like something you'd see in like a Zelda game. And if you hit it, then it lights up and it'll stay lit up. And then you have to go to the other half of the maze, hit that switch, and it'll light up. And then once both of those switches are activated, then that'll do something else. Trying to think how I should explain this. So in front, the plan currently is to have the front of the dungeon that I'm making, or where the boss will be located, whatever I decide to make it. In the front of it, there'll be like 3 gems, which are the same colors of the ones you hit, and all 3 of them have to be lit up before the doors can open. And then the third puzzle. So you might be wondering what the third one is. I'm making 3. I'm not gonna tell you about the third puzzle, but it's gonna be it's not gonna be hard. They're really not puzzles. They're just little easy things. But I'm just having puzzles before you go to the dungeon, because up until now, that's how it's been this whole time. Just a bunch of puzzles in one dungeon, and then you're on your way. So I'm gonna have puzzles inside the dungeon and outside. Yeah, that's good for now. What's down here? Oh, I know what's over here. I will not show that at all. Yeah, that's it for now. Let me think. You know, I think that's it for the maze. What I'm gonna do. If you want to see more, follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna post a lot there. I already post a lot. Like, I guess not a lot. Like, some people I'm following post like 400 things a day. Anyway, I post some things on the game. Post screenshots that you won't see in the videos. I tweet about like various things like music. If you're a weeaboo, you could follow me as well. That's that for today, I guess. Yeah, but I know I probably won't make a video in another decade, because that's how these things are going lately. But yeah, hit me up on Twitter, and I'll see ya in the next video.